people will know. Brandon, why is the music still running? Thank you. I mean, what are you trying to do, drown the congressman?
It's Brandon's first day.
No, Brandon.
I'm trying to juggle like 20 things right now.
Brandon got more experience than me, but he's trying to juggle.
He'll have it figured out in a minute.
All right, Congressman, what's going on tomorrow? I know tomorrow, Cajun Harley-Davidson right here. You, Alan West. Am I saying that right?
Lieutenant Colonel Alan West, yes, sir.
And the dog, the bounty hunter,
Dog
Beth
the
is
bounty
going to be.
hunter.
By the way, the dog and Beth are going to be in studio with us in a few minutes.
Right. He's on his way around the corner. But, yeah, the redemption ride, this is not my first redemption ride, but it's the largest that we put together through Cajun Harley. They've been great. And the promotion has worked well. This is a ride designed to just recognize solid middle America.
Hold on just a second, Brandon. I think your mic's on because I can hear all. I'm telling you, Brandon.
I'll tell you, Brandon, it's his first day.
I mean, I get dropped headphones like right in front of me. I got to put this together while you're doing this.
He asked for the headsets.
Yeah.
And I happened to go get them because
I saw you deliver them.
You saw me deliver?
I saw it. You were very kind and generous.
Yeah.
He's complaining about it.
I have to do that to Copa. I got to keep him sharp because he's on the air more than anybody on the radio, so I got to keep him sharp. Anyway, Redemption Ride tomorrow, Harley-Davidson. What time is that thing going to start?
Registration begins at 9 o'clock, and then kickstands up at 10:30. And we ride for a couple hours, make a couple of stops, and then we're back at Cajun Harley by about 1:30 or so. And we have a live band, an incredible band. It's a good friend of mine, Kim Guidry. At one time was one of the top guitar players in the world. He toured with Prince. He's put a band together just for this occasion. And from what I understand, he hadn't told me, it's a big secret, but he's got a hell of a playlist. We have food out there. It'd be a great time.
I'm about to say, they got breakfast for the riders. This is all tomorrow in Lafayette. I guess everybody's invited that wants to come ride, correct?
Of course. And, the first responders ride free, police officers, firemen, EMS, veterans, current military members. It's a ride that recognizes first responders and veterans, and with the theme of redemption. That's a part of the story of my life and all of our lives, is we're ready to admit it. Absolutely. We're all failed and fallen in some way, but we're bonded by the spirit that puts us together and helps us stand back up. So
it's amazing you said that about redemption. The left wants to hold something over your head all the rest of your life, and that's not what Christ did. And that's what they right. don't understand, and they don't want to understand. If they can't understand that, that's why the battles.
Yeah, until they get caught, right?
Oh, absolutely. Oh, when they get caught, but then they get Jesus.
It starts scurrying, yeah.
Well, let me just ask Brandon, how's the headset working?
All right, the headsets work pretty good.
All right,
look, and he turned his mic back on cue, too.
Let's turn it back on.
I told you he'd figure this thing out.
No, in all honesty, in fairness to him, but I don't like to give him a lot of credit, although he is award winning, is that he had so much going on, and then we popped up and needed a mic at the last. At the last second.
With you, I'm used to at least one curveball getting thrown my way. Out of about 5 of them just get thrown my
way. Anyway, that's all part of it. Anyway, we're expecting a dog the bounty hunter with Congressman Higgins, and I think his bride Beth is going to be here as well. So we expect him in the studio. We'll have a little bit of fun with them. And we'll have some fun with them.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
Real quick, I know you're a Trump supporter, and I still am. Actually, I like Trump more now, right now today, than I ever did early.
There you go.
And but I got to believe, why I hate for that man so bad? I mean, I thought they beat up Bush, although I didn't think Bush was a good president. I thought they beat him up too much. This man, they will never let him breathe. It's phenomenal because really there's been some of the things accomplished.
There's been so much accomplished, but the left has just never gotten over November 2016, and the way this vitriol for the president has manifested over the last 15, 16 months is just it's something I've never seen. I'll be 57 in August, and there's always been division and contentious debate in D.C., but I've never seen it to this level. Moon, I have come to believe, tragically, that I believe the Democrats in America today hate President Trump more than they love America.
They do.
And I think that's a depressing statement, isn't it?
But it might be, but there's a lot of facts to it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's no doubt about it. It's a lot of facts when it comes to.
Look what they're doing in the Senate, delaying his appointments. They have, at the rate they're going, it'll take 11 years.
They've been delaying his good. He'd be president 11 years. They've been delaying his appointments though since the day he got there. They've been trying to stop the stuff and do things like that since they got here. All right, Dog the Bounty Hunter is in, and with come on. Hey, look, I got to tell you this. First of all, let me introduce myself, Dog. I am Moon Griffon. How you doing, sir?
Sir,
and I'm going to put you right on the microphone. There you go. Sit down now.
Aloha.
Go ahead, easy. Besides, my wife is such a big fan. I told my wife to come by. She wants to, but who really loved you was my daughter. I got a special need child.
Okay.
And her name is Maddie, and they're big fans. Now, I got to tell you, and since she came in here, I'm going to say this in front of her. They love her a little more than they love you. They love Miss Beth a little more than they love you, Dog. Dog, that's not a cut.
That's right.
They really love Miss Beth.
It all boils down to the cash.
Well, I tell you what, she's a lot pretty. Beth, how you doing? I'm Moon Griffon. And you don't know me from Adam and Eve, and that's okay. You probably are better off. Cap knows me.
I can vouch for Moon. Brandon, I don't know. It's his first day on the job.
Yeah.
He's already couldn't get his mic on, couldn't get it off, trying to get his headphones working.
Brandon's nervous because he had too many curveballs today. You know, he never learned to hit a curveball, and that's what happened to him. Anyway, thank y'all for coming by. I appreciate it, but it's got to be good. I just want to know this. How often have y'all come to Louisiana? Have y'all been here at all, really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we were hunting down here last year.
Was that one of the first times you ever came into the state?
No, we were hunting without a camera several times. Of course, there's not much crime in Louisiana. They're all innocent.
There's a lot of crime.
But you need to call.
But if you know somebody, you okay.
Yes. No, pretty good compared to the states we've been to. The leadership here is tremendous. We have a lot of honest cops here. So, the top always reflects the bottom. So, very good. Humidity's great. Sun is great. I don't know about the fishing service.
Well, actually, you come to the right place because that's what I like to do, and the fishing here is really good, too. We enjoy ourselves. Whether salt water or fresh water, we have a good time here in Louisiana. So that's why I was asking you, have you specifically been here, though?
No.
In Cajun country.
Have we? No.
Okay, I hope y'all got a few days to enjoy yourselves.
Well, you just have to talk a little slow so I can understand you, brother. Easy.
You know what? I did slow down.
I know. Whoa.
No, but that's what I'm saying. The culture, the Cajun culture here, the food, the people here will give you literally the shirt off their back. This is Louisiana in general, but down here in Cajun land, they really will. And I knew that because I moved here 4 years ago. I'm originally from a little further south in a little town called Plaquemine, which is outside Baton Rouge. And I lived in the northern part of the state. They call me a redneck now. But anyway, I moved back here, and literally people gave me shirts right off of their back. Gave them to me. It was a fun thing, and that's why I'm saying this is a really good thing for y'all to be in this.
And we're going to see a lot of Acadiana tomorrow at the Redemption Ride at Cajun Harley. You're going to really get to see a slice of America that's unique and beautiful and compassionate and a large degree of badass will be there tomorrow.
I hope he really sees people that talk funny.
I didn't say funny now. Don't start that. A dog says say talk funny. No.
There's people down further south than this that I can't even understand. So if that tells you anything right there.
Well, I carried that's my interpreter.
Well, look, no, Beth, she's also your enforcer. According to what I've seen of her, she's also the enforcer.
Yeah, I can vouch for that.
She's also the tough one. I'm just telling you what we see from a TV perspective.
Fine.
Yes, and having listen, I've come to know Dog and Beth since last year. We've been working on a piece of legislation since I think that was February or March of last year that I came down to Florida to speak to your annual gathering, and we've been working on this piece of legislation I have in front of me right here, H.R. 2152. And Moon, and for your listeners, please feel my spirit. If you don't think God is working in your life, check this out. We've been working on this bill for over a year.
Let me take a break. We'll say hi.
It's a good time for a break.
We'll come back, and I'll let you go straight to the bill.
Earn your money, brother.
We got Dog the Bounty Hunter in. We got Miss Beth in. We got the Congressman Clay Higgins in the house. So they'll be with us up till about 10 o'clock, and we'll get a chance to visit with them. Hickson has a hotline, 844-766-6607. We'll take a break. Be right back. Hi, hello. Welcome back. Moon Griffon Show, heard around the great state of Louisiana. And actually a few different states. We got a special guest, Congressman Clay Higgins. And I keep calling you Cap, but
you can keep doing it.
You can fuss at me all you want to. Just don't put me in jail. Anyway, we got Dog the Bonnet Hunter and his beautiful wife, Miss Beth. They are in studio with us today. There's a piece of legislation that was passed. They got a big event tomorrow at Harley-Davidson. We're going to continue pushing that again.
Yes, sir.
Matter of fact, say it one more time, what these folks are here and what y'all doing tomorrow.
Right, the redemption ride. It's just not our first redemption ride, but it's the largest promotion that we've put together. Tomorrow, Cajun Harley, 9:00 registration. Kickstands up at 10:30. Dog will be there. Beth will be there. We have over 100 vehicles pre-registered right now, so it's going to be a big ride. Weather has cooperated. Lieutenant Colonel Alan West will be riding with us on his Harley. The man rode his Harley here from Dallas this week to come participate in this. It's a great event, Moon, that recognizes the principles that founded our nation, good, solid Judeo-Christian principles and hard-working American men and women that understand what struggle is and enjoy rolling some thunder together to recognize each other and the struggles that we've been through to become the people that we are.
Before we get to the bill, and we got plenty of time.
Right.
How did y'all meet? How did y'all hook up here with Congressman Higgins? Talk a little bit about that.
We have watched Congressman Higgins for many years in his infamous commercial.
It went all over the place. No doubt about it.
I said years ago, my God, let me see this guy. What's he look like? And Beth had it, and I said, oh, my God, this is my brother from a different mother, right? And he was talking to one guy, you stole that cheeseburger. Tonight you're going to be... Yeah! And so I watched that in the morning.
You definitely saw him then.
Oh, yeah. So I'd watch that. You know how boxers listen to, Born to Be Wild before they get in the ring? So I'd watch that in the morning to get me excited to go catch another one.
Yeah.
So I used it for many times, and then he started, being recognized that he's enough leader to help in the United States of America, not just in Louisiana. Sorry, Louisiana.
But actually, the election he won was against a career elected official that's been around with big name recognition.
Oh,
that was a big win.
Well, that last guy didn't do much. So so we had a bill that had to do with law enforcement. So we looked up the top cop or law enforcement in Washington, D.C., and the top judge in Washington, D.C., and that's how we met him.
So in other words, Beth looked up the top.
Yeah.
Look, I'm married too. I got a wife. When I need something, I say, baby, will you check that? Sit over there till I find it. So I understand that.
There's a bail bondsman clique in America, okay? So she's the president of the whole clique. So when she was looking for speakers one time, she looked, listen, I'm going to call Mr. Higgins and see if he'll come. I said, oh, he won't come. He's too rich.
Boy, did you fool him.
Boy, I fool everybody.
He's a high
You obviously haven't seen my house.
He's a high muckamuck from Washington.
By the way, I hear that all the time. Boy, you on the radio, you're really rich. I go,
yeah,
no. Yeah, I'm going to retire tomorrow. I just go have fun now.
So we sent him an invitation. He accepted. Then when he spoke, he tore down the house. Everybody, most bondsmen are, very into the law, and they're law-abiding citizens. They go out and do what we do every day. And we were like, oh, my God. So we showed the bill to him, and now it's history. And let me tell you, as he says we were flying, we were watching the bill, and they were like, we want to let everybody go free. We don't know what they did. We don't care. They should go free. There should be no repercussion, no deterrent. They should go free. And I was like, oh, my God, this bill's dead. And they said, let us introduce Congressman Higgins. And he blew them away.
I want to ask you and Beth, hold on with your bill. We're coming back to it, I promise you. Are y'all still, I know the reality show and all that stuff, are y'all still chasing the bad guys? Y'all still doing that every day?
Oh, yeah. You want to talk?
Beth, I'm just kind of curious. Are y'all still doing that? Because I know the show and the TV and all that stuff and, reality TV, but are y'all still working that and doing that every day?
We do arrests probably every other day now instead of every day.
Okay, this is the big question. Y'all didn't come get me today, did you? Is it Brandon or me?
We were going to save that to off the air.
That's what I was worried about. That's not what there's not a camera here when I get arrested, is it? You didn't see my name.
It all depends what the NCIC says.
So in reality, you're still doing that on a daily basis?
Yes, sir.
And you plan on doing that for a long... Do you really?
Well, let me tell the story.
Well, you got to get tired every now and then.
This is a true story. An old Chinese man was the greatest shark hunter in the world. And as he got older, one day he was feeding some fish, and the grandkids walked up and said, "Grandpa, what you doing?" He said, "I'm feeding the fish." And they said, "Grandpa, those are sharks." And he said, "I know. I'm going to feed them before they eat on us." So we started getting these guys together and giving them ultimatums. You want to go down again in a blaze of glory? You got 60 days. And we've been rehabilitating these guys with love and power and threats, and it's working. So I think our last, end of our lives more into the rehab, fix them. We don't do good with real chronics. They're almost impossible to fix. They carry around that needle now where if they OD, they can shoot up again. Yeah. But the guys and girls that are making mistakes, we're really having success counseling.
Okay, that's what I wanted to know. Thank you very much. When we come back, get ready for the bill.
Yes, sir.
We're going to talk about that. All right, this is Moon Griffon Show, and we're visiting with Congressman Higgins, Dog the Bounty Hunter, and his wife, Beth. We'll be right back. How y'all are? Welcome back. Moon Griffon Show. Great to have you with us. That's a really big show here for the first hour of the morning. We have, of course, Congressman Clay Higgins, who represents this district right here that we are in right now in Lafayette. Dog the Bounty Hunter is with us, and his beautiful bride, Beth. And now, all right, Clay, let's do this. We talked about the bill. Now let's talk about the bill, because you said the bill passed. Tell us what the bill is. Set it all up. Tell people what y'all did.
H.R. 2152, we've been working on it for about a year and a half. Essentially mandates that jurisdictional authorities that receive federal funding for pretrial programs, pretrial diversion programs, etc., that it's mandated that if an arrested individual, American has been arrested, of course, when you get arrested, that requires probable cause be presented to a judge in the form of an affidavit. That judge reviews that within 24, 48 hours of arrest. It's 48 in Louisiana, and to determine if that man has been or that woman has been righteously arrested within the parameters of the law. And if that American has been arrested righteously, then normally bond is set, okay? But across the country, there's been this movement to have a zero bond set. So you have, there's no penalty if the person doesn't arrive for court, okay? And there was no mandate to report and to make public the fact that if you get arrested, which we're not here to arrest you today, Moon. I just want you to know. So if you get arrested and you get released on a pretrial, decision by that judge to release you, you're given a summons to appear in court. If you don't appear, this law mandates that individual, his information, the fact that he did not appear for his court hearing, it gets publicized. That way he can, there's be some penalty for not showing up for court. Believe it or not, there's been happening across the country where a person gets arrested for, say, a crime like burglary. They break in your window to steal your stuff, right? They get arrested. They go to their magistrate's hearing.
My wife's a very good shot, but they can do it if they want to.
Yeah, that would end that. So they get presented to a judge within 48 hours, and this happening across the country, believe it or not. Judge cuts them loose with zero bond on their own recognizance, and they don't show up for court. Imagine that. There's no penalty. And it's not publicized. It's not made public that, Clay Higgins or Moon Griffon didn't show up for court.
Well, let me ask you a question.
This law fixes that.
Okay, it fixes it for us having a penalty, but if they don't show up for court, don't they usually get arrested?
Well, here's the brief sentence. For each fiscal year in which a state or unit of local government receives funds under any grant program operated by the Department of Justice, including the Edwin Byrne Memorial Justice Assistance Grant Program, under subpart this, that, and the other, and the Omnibus Crime Control and Safe Streets Act of 1968, and which uses funds received under such program for pretrial services program, the state or unit of local government shall submit to the Attorney General a report which contains the following. And then it describes, you have to list the name of each defendant participating in the pretrial release program, information related to any prior convictions of each defendant participating in the program, the amount of money allocated for pretrial services program, and the publication requirement. This is key. Subject to any applicable confidentiality requirements like juvenile procedures. Right? The Attorney General shall, on an annual basis, make publicly available the information received under subsection A. So if you're granted pretrial release, and then that data must be released, and if you don't show up for your mandated hearings and appearances, then you'll be subject to arrest. You understand?
That's what I was asking. I know it's a penalty. But it seems like you have to have an arrest to go with it as well.
Yeah, one would think.
But what it also does is it takes away the funding to pretrial services if they don't report.
I get you.
Exactly.
So any money they
get, the grant,
any money they get from federal government is gone.
The grant money is gone, right?
We're giving them $30 to $40 million. We're giving them millions and millions of dollars, and they don't have to account for anybody who they let out, how many times they let them out. Did they get out and commit more crimes?
Let me ask y'all this question.
And they think it's outrageous that they should have to report those things.
All right, Brandon, you can hear Beth fine? Yeah. Okay. My question, I just want to make sure you buy the microphone, Miss Beth. That's why he knows that I don't know anything about his technical stuff. Okay, Dog and Beth, how does this help benefit what y'all do or what the bonds people do? How does that help benefit y'all? Because y'all are excited about this, so there's got to be a benefit that y'all feel is going to be really good, not only for y'all, for justice and for helping these people. Because I know, Dog, you talked about rehabilitation is what you were about now.
Well, the benefit that we get out of it, one of them, I would say, would be that people will know and understand. Okay, we're not the excuse the other side uses is that only the poor are in jail.
Only the poor.
Only the poor.
Not people who broke the law. Not
lawbreakers, but the poor.
Well, I think, and that's a great, because they put only this type person's in jail.
Correct.
But really, you can't go there unless you broke the law.
Right.
And then at that point, it doesn't matter who you are. For the most part, I mean, there's always a few, but I know what you're saying. For the most part,
right.
Lawbreakers are in jail. I know what you're saying.
In the bail bonds world, you have to now, to your bondsman, check in usually on a once-a-day basis. You have to get into some kind of drug program. You have to get into some kind of anger control management program, and you better show up for court. If you don't, then we'll go get you tax-free. You know, for SWAT to surround a house for 8 hours, standoff's $200,000.
Wow.
For Beth and I, is the gas, the meals, and paying the kids. So we don't make our money by tax.
Well, I was going to ask you, how does that work for y'all?
How
do y'all get leads and stuff like that?
Well, we're nice to people.
I understand that.
It's hard for a cop to push on a door marked pull. No, I'm teasing. But we just.
By the way, I did that the other day. They're still laughing at me at Reds.
You can always tell who's undercover at that door. But
I'm pretty good. That's pretty good.
We're just nice to people, and we convince them. Listen, you may have to do a year. Get in a welding school. You may have to do this, where a lot of cops have a job to do.
How do y'all get, what I was asking was, how do y'all get leads on the people y'all go find? Or is that not, you can't really tell people that?
No, we talk to people, or we sniff them out.
I just figured there was a place you can go and say, hey, these people aren't showing up, we got to go get them. It doesn't work that way.
No, we've tried the computer, it doesn't work. But I've done this.
But when y'all showing up at a case and I'm looking at reality TV now, okay? I'm looking at what y'all doing.
Right.
Y'all got a lead on somebody that's wanted or been in trouble. Y'all got to do all the work, dangerous work, by the way. And then you show up and you get somebody. And then I was wondering, how does that work?
How do
you get the leads?
Well, you have them. They have under this old bill before Congressman passed it away. They had 8 questions. We have about 200. What's the last movie you saw? What's the last cigarette? Are you a twin? Describe your tattoos. That's our leads. I mean, if he's got tattoos of this, or he went to see Charlie Manson, or his last movie, or maybe he went to see Davy Crockett.
Yeah.
So, he's got a heart. I mean, you go by every single thing that personality of that person has.
I always knew this with police officers, and you can probably join in here too, Congressman. Police officers and psychiatrists, they have to be a little bit of both. School teachers. They have to understand this student's different from that student. This is what works on that one, and that's basically what you're saying. You're asking a bunch of questions to find out who the person are.
Yeah. If you're going to be a good and compassionate cop, certainly every individual that we interact with is a unique man or woman and or unique kid, and you have to be willing to really listen and feel the spirit of that person, so that your enforcement will be appropriate and your interaction will be reflective of the highest standards of recognizing civil rights. And
well, I guess this is what I'm saying, and because you're in the same business, or was, is that you got
I can't arrest my colleagues now.
I'm still.
I would like to.
Whatever, he still carries a badge.
I know this. The dog ain't chasing me today. I'm staying right here.
Right.
But I guess what I'm asking is, and then we got to take our last break, is that basically when you come across somebody, they may be committing crimes, but they're still a big heart and a good person. They just in the wrong direction. Then you got one SOB over here. He don't give a dang about nothing. He don't care about you.
That's where redemption comes in.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You got to split there because there's some good people, and there's probably no daddy, no mama. They've been out there since they were 10 years old, 14 years old. Might have a good heart, but just been in the wrong direction. That's two different type people.
Well, we all have a choice. You either want to get high like that or not. There's I thought about my dead grandma. That don't work. You want to get high. That's it. There are some people going to hell, believe it or not. Yep. It's hard to get there.
Yeah.
It really is. It's really hard to get to hell. But we both know, and Beth included, a few people that want to get there. There's
I'd say y'all had to run across something like that. Let's take a break. All right, last break. Want to come back and mention the event Heavy in
yes,
this
sir.
last segment.
Yeah.
Congressman Clay Higgins, Dog the Bounty Hunter, and, of course, Miss Beth, all in the house in the studio. We'll take the last break, come back, and let them visit a little bit about the big event, because I know y'all going to have fun. I'm sure y'all signing autographs, taking pictures, and all that stuff. So, anyway,
it's going to be a good time.
I'll be honest with you, y'all hadn't took a picture of Brandon yet. And y'all ought to take he's an award-winning guy.
He's actually a nationally recognized guy.
That's right. There he is. All right, we got to take a break. Be right back. They don't leave me alone. I'm friends with the people that can go after them now.
Yeah.
Well, I say I'm friends with them. Not yet. Not officially, I guess. But anyway, welcome back. Moon Griffon Show, last segment of the day. Congressman Clay Higgins. We got Dog the Bounty Hunter and his beautiful bride, Miss Beth, in here for a few more minutes. All right, Clay, let's go back to the event. Dog, I want you to jump in. Miss Beth can too, because this is a fundraiser deal, but you want a lot of people to come, and we're addressing a lot of people that are not in the Acadiana area, that if they want to be a part of this and they're hearing this, they can be a part of it tomorrow. So let's talk about the event again.
The Redemption Ride, let me clarify, it's not designed to be a fundraiser. My campaign is sponsoring it. It'll end up being a net expense.
Okay.
It's $25 to enter your vehicle to ride, either motorcycle or a Wrangler, and $15 for if you have a passenger on your motorcycle. But it is generally just to cover some expenses. It'll be a net expense for us. So it's not really a fundraiser. It's to recognize first responders, police officers, firemen, EMS techs, veterans and current military members, and all wrapped around a theme of redemption. Moon, that's part of my story. Man, I'm a failed and fallen man that's been redeemed by the blood of Christ. And all of us have failed and fallen in some way through the course of our life. Redemption is not a destination, it's a journey. We're all on that journey. Our nation is on that journey. And there's nothing wrong with holding hands and having compassion and respect for each other, regardless of what our past looked like. The future can always be bright. So I know that as an individual is true, and for our nation is true. So the Redemption Ride tomorrow, registration at Cajun Harley, 9 o'clock begins. Kickstands up at 10:30. We'll ride for a couple hours, make a couple of stops,
let me throw this in.
And then back.
Cajun Harley, if you just Google it and go to the internet like a lot of people do, is in Scott, Louisiana. It's a big location. They have rides almost every weekend. That thing is jammed up. So don't think, well, it's going to be crowded. No, it's not going to be crowded. Come on and enjoy yourself. I know Dog and Beth will be there. There'll be pictures. You will be there.
Live music.
All three of y'all, live music. By the way, they asked me not to sing again this year. I don't know why. But anyway, this is a great event, and you got these folks that have come in.
And Lieutenant Colonel Alan West will be with us. Legendary interrogator.
He wasn't here this morning. They were hoping he would get here a little early, but he didn't. But he will be there as well. So
yeah, he's here.
It's a little bit of a lot of God, a lot of family, a lot of fun, a little bit of politics. All of it in there. Going to be tomorrow right here. I'm saying Scott, Louisiana, because that's where the Harley-Davidson, Cajun Harley-Davidson is located.
And let me point out, just to clarify for your listeners, if you have a motorcycle or a Wrangler, you can come into your vehicle and join us. It's going to have a couple hundred vehicles probably. God has given us great weather. It's a very well promoted event, but on not one spot on any promotion, nor will there be anything out there tomorrow that says vote for somebody. This is not you won't see one vote for Higgins or Higgins Congressman. It's sponsored by my campaign,
maybe
brother.
Dog or Beth was running for president. I thought we was getting an early jump.
if I don't know about Dog, but if Beth ran for president, she'd put a dent in the poll, baby. So a lot of us would vote for her.
Personally, I like
Dog and I don't qualify, but Beth does.
Well, personally, I think Trump's doing a good job. So
Me too.
We just stay where he's at there. But Dog, y'all, I'm sure y'all do a lot of events like this all the time.
Well, not all the time.
Not that much.
Some politicians I don't like.
I'm not talking about the politician, but I know y'all do fundraisers and public events to help people all the time. That's what I meant.
Yes, but not all the time. But we do have between 3 and 4, right, Beth? We're going to do a meet and greet and, get personal with people. Isn't that amazing? Yesterday, the fire department. And I'm showing the Congressman a picture of the fire department we met yesterday and took pictures with.
Oh, yeah,
last night. They were so friendly. Dog, you want to put the fire out? I mean, it was great. But this is a good time to meet everybody. I mean, this man that you have in Louisiana stands up for you folks in Louisiana. And let me tell you something, the man's voice is heard in Washington. Everyone knows him. I went to the White House. He's got a room there. I was like, wow. It's unbelievable. It's not unbelievable, but it's great to see someone that believes in law enforcement, believes in mercy, rides Harleys. I mean, what's America coming to? Right? I mean, it's great.
In other words, we're not going to see Nancy Pelosi at this thing.
I managed to lose her invitation.
We'd invite her.
I got to see. That's what I think happened. I don't think she ever got invited. If she does come,
sometimes the mail system doesn't work.
I know,
man.
But let Beth bring her around the back and have a long talk with her.
Yeah.
No, that'd be a short conversation.
I thought it would be too. But anyway, it's going to be a great time for. And by the way, even if people don't ride and they want to come to be a part of it.
Thank you for bringing that up. Sure, just come to Cajun Harley. It's a beautiful facility. There's a lot of room. We have music. I have a friend of mine, a dear friend, Kim Guidry, at one time was recognized one of the top guitar players in the world.
Yes.
He toured with Prince. This guy does magic with guitars. He's a dear friend. He put a band together just for this event tomorrow. So the music is going to be just amazing, and there's a lot of food out there, beverages, good time.
But now, Beth, I got one question. So if I live out that way, I want to bring Maddie. Y'all not gonna forget me, huh?
No,
y'all
no,
at least,
no.
And look, when you see Maddie, y'all will kick me out the way it
No,
did. She got to get a picture, y'all.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna send
we're
a
happy
picture.
to do that.
I'm gonna have to squeeze in because people like what y'all doing for people like Maddie who's watch y'all. That's big just to come get the pictures and things of that nature too. So it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah,
and plus Mama's out of town, so she'll be dragging me somewhere. So that's a good place to start early in the morning. I won't eat no breakfast.
Right.
She would eat by 6:30. She's eating already.
So just for your listeners, Moon, the riders will be back at Cajun Harley by about 1:30, 2 o'clock. So if they want to just come for when the bikes get back and the Wranglers get back, we'll be finished with our couple-hour ride and back at Cajun Harley. That's when the music will start and we'll have a stage there and there'll be some speeches and things, but a lot of pictures to be taken and good times to be had, good food, good music. So Cajun Harley in the early to mid to late afternoon will be a good time for folks to arrive if they're not riding.
Start early, can stay late.
That's right.
All day, basically.
That's right.
Most of the day when you're all there, it's going to be a lot of fun. And,
That's right.
Once again, let's mention the big ride one more time. By the way, Beth, Dog, thank y'all for coming by.
You're so welcome.
Oh, you're welcome, brother.
Go ahead.
And so
Run your mouth. Do what you do.
Redemption Ride. So for all your listeners, the Redemption Ride stage out of Cajun Harley is for tomorrow. Registration begins at 9 in the morning. Kickstands up at 10:30. That's when we roll out. We have police escort. Safety is paramount. I've been on many motorcycle rides. I've never been on a ride that's been this well organized. And let me give a shout out to Cajun Harley and Shannon has just done an amazing job, man. Really worked hard to get the message out to the community about the ride, what it was about. God has blessed us with beautiful weather, looks like tomorrow. I'll be riding. Lieutenant Colonel Alan West rode his Harley to Lafayette from Dallas this week in order to come on this ride. It's a long haul. But
6 hours.
He's a great man. So it's really my honor to have my friend Dog and his beautiful wife Beth and Lieutenant Colonel Alan West, another dear friend, to come join us for this ride to celebrate just what it is to be an American patriot.
All right, guys. Good luck. God bless. Hope y'all have a great day Saturday. Which, by the way, for you people in Balkaville, that's tomorrow. They don't know what day.
Don't worry if you have a warrant. We're off duty. So
yeah.
Oh, well, not really. All depends what it's for.
If I'm back on at 10, they didn't get me yet. That's all it means. All right. God bless. Thank you. All right. Quick break.
Thank you, Moon.
More
Thank you,
coming on the
Brandon.
Griffon Show. We'll be right back.